Hello, Ambazonians. Good morning. Today is Saturday, January the 21st, 2023. Our fundraiser is coming up now on the 27th. It's just 6 days away. And I wanted to respond because we have received some concerns from some comrades who want to contribute, but they would like to do so anonymously. So I'm sending out this message to inform everyone that there is the option for you to contribute anonymously if you should so choose. And how you do that is that you can contact anyone in the resource development department, and they'll create for you a code, or they will create for you a code name that you will use to identify yourself, and then make your payment. Also, if you do not want to sign up or come on and make your payment yourself, the department will also tell you someone to whom you can send your money, and they can make the payment in your name, so that your name will not feature in the account, but your payment will still be credited. So these are the options that are available. You don't have to sit back and feel that, I'll be exposing my identity. And compared to how the other people in this struggle before, I'm here referring to John Igawan, who mismanaged the information of some fellow comrades, that issue has been taken care of. Measures have been put in place to make sure that no single individual is in charge of the account, so that nobody single-handedly can go in there and take someone's information and put out. So your security concerns are where your security is well protected. The website is well protected. It is safe. Your information is safe. And you should have no concern about it being exposed to anyone. So please, like I said, code names can be created for you, or a code number to identify you and allow you to make your payment, or you can send your payment to someone that will be selected by the Resource Development Department.
Single roll and double roll dancer. Roll and continue.
Yeah, I like
Hot and break dancer.
and you are very positive. I just want to make Ambazonians to understand that during a war, there will be many different peace process. There will be ones that will not work. There will be ones that will work. The ones that will go into agreement and the Ambazonian people will not accept. The ones that we will accept, then the Lapobe will not accept. So let's know that a peace process can take 30 years. It can take 3 years. It can take 1 year, depending on how fast it goes. I just want to let us understand that we should not be running away from processes of negotiations, because we know Switzerland started something, okay, initiated by our own leaders. We appreciate Switzerland for that. Now, La République also initiated her own something. He said she prefers Canada. So we cannot refuse to go to Canada while we don't understand the role Canada can play. Okay? We have seen from different consultations from different diplomats, they have made us to understand that our crisis is international crisis. So whatever statement any country, any mediator, any facilitator makes, the facilitator knows that Ambazonia is, they know the status of Southern Cameroon, former trust territory of. They know the territory. They know what they are coming into, and it will be not good for any country coming as a third party to come and favor one side and not favor the other one. No. Okay. We are looking for a good mediator, a third party. And if Canada has started to be, it means that it automatically closes the door for Switzerland. Okay. And we cannot be in Switzerland when La Republic is not there. You see. So both parties must commit before a negotiation or a peace talk is being held. So if La Republic refuses Switzerland and prefers Canada, good and fine. But now, as you mentioned, the details of most discussions when it comes to the negotiation cannot be put out there. For all the details cannot be put out there. But what I want to emphasize is that there are two entities in that discussion. Two. La Republique on one side, Southern Cameroon, Ambazonian on the other side. I don't care how many people go and represent us. They are going there as one. They are not going there as groups. Yes. So we need experts. We need these leaders to put their heads together, look for experts in different fields. I hope I know Professor Anyangwe already mentioned this when he came back from the talk. He said we need expertise in each domain. So in each of those domains that we have to discuss, we need experts. Yes, they can be representing all the leaders, no problem, but we need expertise in those fields. Ambazonians with level-headed that will go there and start talking for Ambazonia. We cannot run away from talks. It's talks. And Ambazonia must not accept the outcome of the talks. Okay? So let's not make it like a problem. If Canada has accepted to come to talk or to come and help us as a third party, good and fine. Okay? But like Switzerland, that La Republique refused to commit, we too can also refuse to commit if the terms of any agreement is not put through. Okay? So let our people don't be scared. Let's just stay positive, but let us be reminded our firepower does not stop even if there is negotiation going on. Firepower, there is no ceasefire here. Negotiation doesn't mean ceasefire. So let's not put that into, yes, our firepower continues as normal, as if there's no negotiation going on. Because that is the only thing that can guarantee our position of strength. There's no other thing that can guarantee our position of strength. We can shout and shout and shout. If there's no firepower on the ground, they can go and decide anything there and they put it. So let our people just know that we need to start discussing something. There must be some sort of negotiation going on. But our process of statehood does not stop. That is what we have to understand. So the international community can do whatever they want. They can try to see what they can do, but they are only helping. They are helping. And remember, there are many, many conflicts across the world going on. So if any country can even commit to come and help us, we should not refuse. They are helping. Okay? But let us make sure that we support them in the process. But if the process comes to a stalemate or the process is stalled, good and fine. The process will end. Okay, the process will end. So let's not make that mistake to refuse processes like some people refuse Switzerland and some people are trying to condemn Canada now. So that is not helping us because the international community, we know that our case is very genuine. We should not be afraid of negotiation. Instead, any negotiation process is an opportunity for Ambazonians to go and air out their grievances, to go and air out what they want. And at the end of the day, Ambazonians, you have the final say. No country, no amount of La Republic delegation, no amount of whatever they want to do will contradict what you want for yourself. You people want your statehood of Ambazonia. That is the root cause of the problem. So they can go and do whatever they want. Good and fine. Let's expose them in this talk. It's through this talk that foreign countries even can understand our problem. But when
greetings, Comrade Braveheart. This is the senior advisor, Comrade Abodori, talking from Oslo. You see, Comrade, just as you have written, I believe most people know that I'm a strong critic of the Ache of Sea. Not that I hate them, but it's because I want them to do the right thing. And whenever they do the right thing, I'm always out to praise them. And I will want to say that, look, I am very impressed with the reaction of the Ache of Sea coming out to denounce what the Canadian foreign minister wrote. That aspect of calling us, Northwest and Southwest is a very good thing the Ache of Sea did. This issue is not about the national interests of Canada. It is about the national interests of the Ambazonian people. And I will congratulate the Ache of Sea for standing up for that. Canada as a facilitator made a very big mistake by calling us Northwest and Southwest people. You have to strike the iron while it is still hot. We are still at the preliminary stage to move into talks, or you can call it the pre-talks arrangements. And we have to start striking hard for everyone to know our position, how we want to be called, what we want, so that when we are entering into talks, everybody is fully aware. And Canada as a facilitator, before going out with any statement, should reconsider what they are going to state outside there. Because as a facilitator, the world, the international community will pay more attention to what they will say. And remember that we have approved them. Following the statements they came out with, meaning that both parties have approved Canada as a facilitator. And now, if Canada is a facilitator, and in the pre-talks, the Ambazonian people rejected the idea of being called Northwest and Southwest, until there was strong reaction that they even left the meeting in several occasions until they were called back in and it was agreed. I repeat, it was agreed in the meeting that they will not be called Northwest and Southwest regions of Cameroon. This means that the facilitator being present in this agreement should fully be aware and careful when going out to make any statement. Because the Ambazonian people rejected that idea when Cameroon was calling them Northwest and Southwest.
With us, you must see that we are progressing on your sweat. You should not be progressing on someone's sweat. Why should you even stay behind with me?
Single roll and double roll dancers.
Yeah, my fellow people for Southern Cameroon's Ambazonian. Yeah, before I want to start this discussion, I want first of all thank everyone where they listen to my voice, where they really understand what they talk every time. I want to greet everybody for Southern Cameroons, both home and abroad. We are people. We are the people that God has blessed. We should not take God blessing for granted. Not everyone has that opportunity that God can touch them. The Lord is touching us. He's seeing into our problem. He's receiving our cry. And He has sent the spiritual intervention as we always ask Him to do. This our problem has been answered by God. It's not easy for people to think that a country like Canada will come and stand to challenge all the other countries like France, Britain, that they want to be a mediator, a facilitator between Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia and La République du Cameroon. It's what a great joy I have today. Our fight has not gone in vain. God is still saying something. Listen, people of Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, we are blessed people from God. The hands of God is in that nation. We should not think that everything that we are doing is wrong. No. There is nobody who is perfect. That's why when they brought a woman who has committed adultery, Jesus asked those rabbi and the other multitudes who were there that if anyone think he has not sinned, he should shoot the first stone. Nobody does it. Everybody dropped his stone and disappeared. And the woman left alone with Jesus. Jesus said, go and don't sin again. My brothers and sisters, we have fought a good fight. We are winning. I don't care what people talk about Canada whatsoever. No. Let me make it clear to Southern Cameroonians today. There are some points in that letter that you have to pick out. Don't look only the negative point that do not favor you. Southwest, Northwest. No, don't look at that. Did they use the word Ambazonia in it? Yes. Did they use the word negotiation between La République and Ambazonia's former Southern Cameroon? Yes. That means already they have recognized us like a people. The international community has recognized us. Canada can never take this initiative alone. Let me tell you, people, there are ways European people do their things. They don't do it like Africans. They have sat a meeting somewhere. They have decided that, okay, you Canada, since you were helping the Swiss negotiation, you were trying to sponsoring it, okay, you go in front and do this negotiation. Be like a mediator. A facilitator is still a negotiator. A mediator, sorry. If you people, those who don't know, I made an audio 4 days ago regarding this issue, that all the Ambazonian leaders should have a conference and choose somebody who will be like their representative, somebody who will be like their representative, somebody who is vested to negotiate. Not everybody can be a negotiator. Not because you are a leader, you can negotiate. There are things that they have to put on the table for which both sides have to agree. There are things that they will refuse. They will give away. That is it. That is how negotiation is. A facilitator is someone who can easily communicate on the both sides, holding meetings with La Republic, holding meetings with Southern Cameroon's Ambazonians. Then he come and bring them together. That's when he become the mediator. A facilitator is someone who hold meetings to see how he can facilitate the process. That is what many of you don't know. However, we have to be happy. This is what we have been looking for the past 7 years. We should not forgo it. That is what I am saying. Mola Wonja is my name. We should not make sure this slip into our hands. Then we are really foolish. So, whatever they call us, we don't care about it. Secondly, La Republique has accepted, has committed into the negotiation. Ambazonian leaders have committed into the negotiation. Canada has accepted to mediate, to be as a mediator. So, what next is for the Southern Cameroonians to sit down, their leaders, come together, put out their differences, bring out knowledge together on the table. Let them share what they call knowledge, working as a team. Come with different ideas how they want this negotiation to take place. Then they produce what they call a portfolio, and that is what they will hand to their representative. And that representative must be some lawmakers who are experts in negotiation, that they will say, okay, this is what we want. This is our file. Go through it. This is what we want. When they go on the table, what La Republique will not want will be there. There are things we will not want will be there. So it's a give and take. That's how it works. For us to stop this killing and murdering and bloodshedding all over our territory. Let's be frank in this. But we can't stop fighting despite the negotiation is going on. Till after the negotiation, La Republique has right to call for ceasefire, not Southern Cameroon and Ambazonia. We are not the one who call for war. But I will urge all the leaders of the various groups, put your differences aside. Call everybody. Meet somewhere. Bring an idea. Put on the table. Make a file. This is what we want. This is how we want the country to be. If we want to get our own police, we want to have our own army, this is how we want it to be. By this time, if by 5 years or 10 years, things are still the same, that is the second option, then we are going for full independence. Or if you want to ask, if we want to go for independence, you put referendum on the table. There are many things you can put so we can succeed and get our country back. Therefore, my fellow brothers and sisters from Southern Cameroon, We want to say we thank God. Yes, the Swiss own failed, but it's the same Canada who were there to sponsoring the process. It was Canada. So if Canada has taken the initiative to stand as a mediator herself, then it's a plus for us. We have to give thanks to God. I don't want people who come with negative ideas and saying, oh, they call us South. They can call us what we want. When we go on the table, what is not there we want, we can work out. It's not force. It's not force. Nobody can force us to sign a paper. Ayaba cannot go alone and sign a paper. Nobody will recognize that. That's why we have to create a team. And that team, we have an expert. Either they are from international body, we choose them, they go there, we pay them the money. We can contribute money and pay them. We in the diaspora, why are we making mouth? Let's pay the money. If it's $100,000, the ones these guys have been eating, all the leaders in this struggle, is it not more than what we can sit on one day and contribute and give to a strong law firm which is concerned on this negotiation and stand for us? We have to do it. It's our country, it's for our future, for ourselves, for our children. We should not relent on that. So I'm calling all Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonian, listen to my voice. We are going to win this fight. La République, that's a point of surrender. What they are doing now is surrender. They are tired. There's no money. There's nothing. Economy is down, no food. People are suffering even in their own side. We don't look at, yes, we have been used to suffering for the past 7 years. Let us suffer. But there is time that we will get enjoyment, will be laughing, they will be the one crying. So let's hope for the better. So I'm calling all Southern Cameroonians to put your fingers crossed and pray to God that we are going to move forward. Thank you very much. My name is Mola Wonjan. God bless you. I want to inspire all of you. Yes, I want all of you to feel that we are moving forward, not backward. We have been trying. People were laughing at us. But look the position we are now. It's La République begging, because they are the one who contact the Canadian government. They contacted them after Canada has discussed this with the European partners, which their names cannot be disclosed here. La République start to beg because Canada threatened La République to remove their embassy out of Cameroon if they don't accept. That's why you see La République go on their knees. And if Canada is out of La République, all the other countries, US, UK, they will go out. Then La République is alone. Because Canada, they send, these countries, they are the one who push Canada in front. So,
children, God is with us. You must see that we are progressing on your sweat. You should not be progressing on someone's sweat. Why she or he will stay behind weeping?
Swim left and right, dancer.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, don't progress on someone's sweat.
Yes, Uncle B, to talk about that aspect that you mentioned about the cash, about the appellation of Northwest and Southwest or whatever. But remember, the statement is the first statement and the first pre-talks, okay? And as the Canadian the Canadian Foreign Ministry, they mentioned the various names of all the groups that were present, okay? So that is the first step of any discussion that will be going on, okay? And we should just know that we are accepting something that will come to our favor. I don't see us looking at us going in as, be it, for me, I don't have much concern about the name for now in terms of starting something, because La République has shamefully or shamelessly, I don't know, because they have cunningly refused Switzerland and shamefully or shamelessly accepted Canada. But it doesn't change the fact of the discussions that will go on in any talk. The people of Southern Cameroon have stood their ground of their statehood. They want their statehood. Whether they go to America talks, they go to Canada talks, or whatever talks they go, our demands, our request will not change. The people of Southern Cameroon want to make sure that the countries of the world recognize their restoration of their statehood. That will not change. So they can call us Nozo, as they call us in La République. They call us Nozo already. These people yes, but that is the root cause of the problem. Okay, that is the first form of discussion that will be held for La République to stop calling us that and start accepting our name as Southern Cameroon Ambazonian before the talks can even start again. So that is the first step. What my own catch in that Canada statement is about the fact that Canada has accepted that they want to be a facilitator. So that is very important. Because what I am very impressed, because in Switzerland talk, Canada was also helping. Canada was even paying the air ticket of most of the leaders. So Canada is not a bad mediator, or it's not, I'll still be very, very, impressed to see much about what is going on. But for now, let's not dive into conclusion, because the Canadian government call us Norwest and Southwest. Let's just first see how the process goes, and from there we'll start to see the subsequent statements. Because this is the first statement out of, so let's just see. And those people who went to Canada will also come and tell us what they discussed, because we have never had their own version. They were supposed to give us a version of what they discussed, but they say, they postponed it, and up to today. So let's also get what they discussed. Then we'll know how to start rallying our own intellects, our own experts in Ambazonia to go to the talk. Yes. I also thank our two brothers who also made mention of the aspect of humility and trying to accept, because some Ambazonians still have that past anger of what happened in Switzerland. Switzerland, since La République did not commit, we cannot really be talking about Switzerland anymore. Okay, we can't stay somewhere for the past 3 years. La République did not want to commit to Switzerland. So what we have now is Canada. We ought to accept what we have now, that La République has accepted. Because in that statement, Canada also mentioned the parties, the Republic of Cameroon and the other members from Ambazonia. So it is very important. Okay, they did not mention them as Cameroonians who came and discussed with the Cameroon government. No, they mentioned them as delegation from the Southern Cameroon Ambazonia, and they mentioned their group names. Good and fine. Okay, it doesn't change the fact that they were the delegation that represented Ambazonia. I don't want to go into the details of whether they are so some people say they self-appointed themselves or they self-delegated themselves. Yes, the leaders would know how to discuss that, know who to represent us, each person representing, but they will go as Ambazonians. And that is when the Canada statement will change, because there they will not say this group came out. No. There they will change their statement, okay? Because the delegation will go there as representatives from Southern Cameroon. That is the click that wants. That is the change that will come from the next statement. The delegation. This is a delegation from Southern Cameroon Ambazonia. That is what they will call themselves. They will not call themselves, I represent AGF, I represent DZF, SCY. No, they will not go like that. So I just want our leaders to put their heads together and start thinking positively of what delegation to build so that we go there as one party, as a party, and La Republic on the other side. Yes. Thank you.
Bondema bando mwenziwa Obiliti azuma bete za onyuwa Kimbo songa unwa kware suma mago Kariti bebe panga bete chete kowe
Hot and break dancers, break and shake on this. Time water, and from normally.
Oh we did this aba Oh no no
Good morning, House. I'm not listening to everybody, but just the few that are listening to Uncle B and Comrade Misodi. I am impressed the way we are debating the issue right now, because it's always good to take the reality into consideration. It's good to come real. We can argue and talk and insult each other, but when a time comes in the life of the people when they take their destiny into their hands and begin talking substantively, I really appreciate the fact that some people are seeing the need for us to be on the tables and still have the ability to walk out when it doesn't favor us, when our issues are not tabled. Nothing compels us. If France and La Republique, like I saw somebody wrote, have not been able to compel us to bow for 6 years at war with weapons, then what are they going to? How are they going to come to talks and then just tell us to keep quiet, and they will keep quiet and take what they say? Not even America, not France, not even the United Nations can at this time. We are not in the 60s. Can at this time conduct a talk and tell us you must accept this. Mediators don't even do that. That's not the rule of a mediator. They can come at the back and convince you, give you advantages of this and that and that and that, and convince you, but to accept some terms, but they cannot impose it on you at this time. This modern days, it's not the olden days. For people who say that because the Canadian minister is calling Northwest, Southwest, and peace talks in Cameroon, that's diplomatic language. You are not yet an Ambazonian right now. No country knows you as an Ambazonian now, and they cannot be calling you as Ambazonian, referring to you as if they have already given you your independence. That's not how a mediator works. Mediators work. That's not how diplomacy works. They can, even if they support you in their mind and at the back, they cannot come out right now to start calling you as if they have already recognized you. If they start calling us like that, why should we even go for negotiation again? It means they have recognized us. So let us not worry about Northwest, Southwest. When they were negotiating for Sudan, Southern Sudan, they were still calling the Sudanese crisis the Sudanese peace talks. They were not calling the Southern Sudan peace talks. No. The Sudanese peace talks, a political settlement in Sudan. But it ended in a referendum. This is where our crisis will end. It will end in a referendum, and that is the only place where our people should insist. Because if we go and insist only on independence, give us our independence now. La Republique say, I'm not giving. Okay, I've stepped from this to federalism. What will you give in exchange? Dialogue is a matter of give and take. If they say we have stepped away from 10 state autonomy, and we are now into a 2-state federation, what will you give in exchange? You will still stand on one thing? No. So the only thing for us, our only joker is a referendum to insist that, okay, our people are no longer interested in federating. But let us go and ask the people. We are here negotiating for them. Let's go and ask them and throw it in a referendum. And they will do like they have done in many other places, Southern Sudan, and you count the rest. And when they come at that time, our people will say, no, we want our independence. And the international community will not be held responsible for giving our independence by La Republique or France. Nobody will blame La Republique, will blame the international community when a people decide for their thing. All we want is give us the option to decide. And once the option is given to us, then we are gone. I don't see any Southern Cameroonian that for any reason will go and vote for us to remain part of La Republic? I don't see any. We have everything that we have for ourselves. We don't need La Republic. So if we are just afraid to go to the table, we are saying two things: that we don't have the ability to face La Republic, or we are saying that we don't have people who can negotiate for us, or we are saying that okay, we have the ability to defeat you at the battlefield, so we are going to stay the course of fighting and defeat you. In which case, war, you can never determine the outcome of a war. In which case, you can never determine the outcome of a war. So, but one thing that Mr. Frick said is that our fire, we cannot lay down our arms at any moment. Never ever shall we lay down our arms again. We will be, even when they agree on a ceasefire, we will stay our lines. And La Republic, anytime La Republic cross our line, we fire. That's why a ceasefire. A ceasefire does not mean that you stay and somebody come and overrun you, no. It just means that you stay your grounds, you don't go to attack them and they don't come to attack you. We stay our grounds. Anytime during ceasefire, there are always skirmishes anyway. There's no ceasefire that there have not been skirmishes. There are always skirmishes. One soldier or the other fires at the other, and sometimes it resumes, ceasefire ends and they start fighting and then they negotiate and then they stop again. So we must not lay down our arms. You lay down your arms, then you are bargaining at a weaker position. Especially now that they are about to start talking, we should pump a lot of money out down there. Let this boy do a lot of firepower so that we hold some grounds before any ceasefire. Anytime we hear that they're about to negotiate a ceasefire, we hold some grounds and take hold of it, because when they ceasefire, those people will not cross to where we're holding grounds. That's our strategy. But unfortunately, it looks like we're not holding meetings to take those strategies.
Hello, House. Let me just, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you might be listening to me. Let me just add my voice to the ongoing brouhaha about the statement from the Canadian Foreign Office. Ladies and gentlemen, I would expect that before we go out there throwing stones at the Canadians, let us take time and read their statement over and over and over. If possible, call somebody and talk, share your opinion, your views after reading the statement. We are too emotional the way we react to public notices or diplomatic letters. We are too emotional. And it's because of this emotional part of us that sometimes those who are even willing to help us step back. I have read that Canadian letter. I've called some colleagues. We look at it line by line, word for word. I will tell you that Canadian letter from the Foreign Office regarding the initiative in Canada is packed with a lot of positivity. It's jam-packed with a lot of positivity. I think the problem Canada might be having now is the fact that La Republique doesn't want to commit after the resolutions were taken. But to think that the statement from Canada itself is not good, I will advise you to go back and read well. In diplomatic cycle, they always use what they call the carrot and stick approach, or the corn and stick approach. You will not expect the Canadians to go out there and start talking about some 1961 independent and all that. That's not the way to go. If they talk about politically sustainable settlement, what does that mean? We need to arrive at a political sustainable settlement. That makes it all. There's no way you can arrive at a political sustainable settlement without looking at the root causes. That's English. You can never arrive at a political sustainable settlement without looking at the root causes. They must not go there and write root causes for you to get the English. So what I'm trying to say here is when we read statements from people who are trying to make their effort to help us, let us step back. Sometimes go to the balcony, take some fresh air, reflect, make a call to a colleague, ask the colleague to read the same statement. Then you put your head together and analyze the statement line by line, word for word. The statement from Canada is jam packed with positivity. Whatever the outcome, but regarding that statement, is jam packed with positivity. And if we are waiting that one day a country or organization will just come and say, La République, calm down. Let's sit on the table and divide and separate Southern Cameroon from La République de Cameroon. I don't think there's any country in the world that will outrightly say that. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, gentlemen, let us be a bit careful the way we are treating our allies. Let us be a bit careful the way we are treating our foreign partners. Let us be a bit careful the way we are treating those who want to help us. Canada has nothing to lose to pull out in the last minute. Nothing. We are the ones who will keep going on in cycles, their kingdom come. Like I said,
Yeah, Comrade Canada, I think I see your point because you just spoke my mind actually because I've looked at that document almost 2, 3 times. When I read what our friends, our brothers, our comrades are saying, and I go back there and look at it, just as you said, political settlement. Everything that has to do from 61 to what is political is all jammed in that statement. And you cannot be making a political settlement without looking at what politics was played to be where that led us to where we are today. And you know, some of these high class letters are always written in sort of summarized forms. They don't take writing epistle from they just summarize it. They can give you a quick review and you see what is already there and you know what is there. As the candidate says here, let's try to look at what somebody is attempting to do until that person doesn't provide what we expected. Yes, Switzerland failed. We were wanting for a third party. Now Canada has come as a third party. It's still the same thing. No matter the fact that Canada was also in Switzerland, and now he's picking all the pieces, and now they are saying that Latvia is ready now to commit. So if Canada is able, as from the beginning, we're made to understand that they said the form of state or the road calls were off the table. It was Ngute that was organizing this. And maybe along the line, Canada had been intervening and has finally secured the fact that they can do something. I've looked at that letter in detail, just as my friend is saying here. I'm not sure where I should pick a real fight. And I want to see Ayaba saying that the letter should be withdrawn. And of course, as I said it, I think on this forum yesterday, he didn't even say why it should be withdrawn. He just said it should be withdrawn. Why? We don't know what we discussed. We don't know what it was supposed to be in the communique that didn't come out until you would have pointed out to us to say that this is not what we agree on. Something else is coming out. Of course, we gave Canada the blank check to do. But I want to believe that if you look at objectively, we don't expect every little thing to be outlined here. That is this. As Canada say what I'm saying. Such diplomatic letters are always really very summarized and with everything packed in one sentence. That if you want to do this, they say elaborate. You will write and write, you will not know even where to end. So let's step back a little bit and look at what Canada is saying here and see the merits and that we can gather from the just for the fact that, and one important thing is here, Canada recognizes us and recognizes La République de Cameroon. I say the two are coming together. that establishes the internationality of our case or Ambazonian as against Political or Political against Ambazonian as two entities going to sit at the table to negotiate. Even they say Norway, Southwest, this and that, but they know. But in Norway, Southwest, politically, that's what it is. Let's see what the experts will say. But to me, as Canada is saying here, I don't see where I can pick a real fight with that statement from Canada. Just because of that word, political settlement for peace to return. And we don't expect everything to be spelled out. When we go there, if we are going there or something is happening, let's look but at the merits of what is on that paper. And finally, if formally they say Canada was just a facilitator, if they have admitted now that they want to mediate, and it's accepted that Latviia is coming or we're coming, that beginning is something we can think that many of these things will fail. But why they want until they will settle on something that is tangible? They say, okay, something like a ceasefire can then why that continues.
God is good, God is great, and God is kind to everybody created.
I don't see and say this fight be been a fight of personal interests. Now I see am. Yes, now I see and say some people be just wait when they hear say negotiating time don't reach, they go rush go for front. Make they look like say not them be the people. Ma tell una, Mr. Yerima, who say you don't fight where you dey hurry for the go for negotiating table? Who be army there for down the way the fight, where they sign on behalf of interim government? Like who? On who their behalf? Who say the fight? Gov C, at least Ayabacho, he get people there for grounding. But wait till they fight, they kill only their people do kidnapping. Yes, now the people they rush for go sign, for go to say they accept on behalf of Ambazonia. When they accept for we behalf, on we behalf. Now question what the action? Especially Mr. Yerima, someone to say on team what we sign. Look, una they take this thing like na joke. Ma tell una, the Canadian government go look like so na joke. Oh, una sign the team. Apart from Mr. Ayabacho, una no get one army where they fight for ground zero. Una no full Canada people. No be una they negotiate. No be una. Mr. Panga be don the fight. Later, Naika talk me they make peace. He know they again for fight. So Kadef, you need to hear they fight against F. But at least he be get some people. But these other two people, Mr. Yerima, where they go sign for which interim government is he talking about? Which one? Ma only behave so be fool them. No, una need fool no man, okay? I don't care what una talk, but ma tell una something. If Sako no dey for sign because he don't be president for interim government recognized for over 3 to 4 years. Chris Anu get to be there. He get people there they fight for ground zero. Sako, although he still they talk say no be president, he still get boys there they fight for Bui. Ma tell una, Boebet, he get influential voice and he get people for diaspora where he get support. So all this nonsense one at the hurry for go right, where people where they be the main stakeholder, when are the actors them, they still there behind. Una the hurry for right without consulting them. Now failure for una. Ma tell una one time. The only thing I get to do now for go join together, or una join una put una head together. Wait una the hurry for bring out letter. Una the hurry for waiting. Now question at the answer, why una the hurry? For sure, say now una be the people una control. Una control which Ambazonian. Maybe now una village una control them. Yeah? Una they just spoil all thing. Una make the Canada people, okay, one una right, so Chris and they do go write their own. They will be the people, the population, they suffer. The population does the suffer, no? Because una dey na for una own part, for una own interest. Una look only una interest, una name. Oh, I be this, I be doctor this. Now una dey for front. Mark tell una just do stupidity of the first order. Me I surprise Mark Barata dey concord this type of thing. Me I say Mark Barata go be na mic go talk say wetin una do am so wrong. Una get to join all una create a one letter, una send am for Canada. No be so una carry remain una fall. Now una fall. How many? Wait una fall so wait una don't do for ground zero. Wey make ground zero hot. Wait una don't do. More face the facts. What una don't do for that ground zero? Wey don't make ground zero hot so people fear. Apart from the intern government wey Sako be the run and Chris Anu. More give face facts. Una not give full people the whole place. Yeah? Una not if they can't ask and I say Yerima, which army you get am for down the way you don't control am for one day? One, only one, name one. You don't get am. You don't hurry for go in front on the behalf of interim government. Una just Chris owner. Una Chris. Now I make people they suffer for ground zero day. Now una. We don't start.
Break dancers, break and shake from there. Time, autumn, and force to break, autumn, and force to.
Good morning, Mola. Nami Sama Thomas. At times, when hypocrisy it be at its height, make we call it a hypocrisy. Canada as a country, it never be a member of the United Nations from 1961, when the United Nations General Assembly voted for the independence of Southern Cameroon. On the 19th of April 1961, Canada no be there for day. Canada be vote. Even if Canada be vote against, where in be vote against, it be vote for the independence of the Southern Cameroon. Maybe I use the even if it be vote against. As a democratic society where we check a be then, that's the United Nations. A majority be carried the day for vote for yes for the independence of the Southern Cameroons. Did Canada vote or Canada be vote for Northwest and Southwest? Why Canada it described the country we vote for independence in 1961 like Northwest and Southwest today? Is that not hypocrisy at its peak? And if you, Mola, you feel say Canada, it be just for describing Southern Cameroons as Northwest and Southwest. Wusa Canada in neutrality today for mediate amongst the two parties. If it deny one party on them, it give you on name with the other party, it give up for the other party. It go by that name. You check say the other party, it go trust Canada for be a neutral mediator. I check say it not correct. That is hypocrisy. Call me by my name, the name I want you to call me. Don't call me by the name somebody wants you to call me with. If you do that, I'm not going to trust you. Why Canada even choose the name Northwest and Southwest, you not choose Anglophone? Because La Republic in the core Southern Cameroon is Anglophone them. If Canada will choose Anglophone, the question will go now. Now, who's called today for this word they call us an Anglophone? It cunningly deny we use Anglophone, it says Southwest. What would be the difference between Southwest and Northwest from Anglophone? Mola, tell me and other Southern Cameroon to be against that name Northwest and Southwest, you cannot use them. Which be the difference between Northwest and Southwest? Mola, enlighten we a bit more, make we understand something for you.
Rule and break up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, break up. Bottom and foxtrot. A minute for slow march. Lively.
I don't know why, fellow brothers, I don't know why some people they be like they don't be stigmatized or they be frightened when they hear a name they call them. How long for 60 years they don't call we Southwest, Northwest? Some man don't die. We don't know we name. We know so we Southern Cameroon, Ambazonian. Whether they call we wait you the governor for Buea, we be call we dogs. When I be go movie for Buea, they may not be governor. Why will not be go movie? Why will not be go movie? These people don't ride now. Wait till they know say it they at on the ground. This Canadian government. Now we place or proof they say nobody will name that. Nobody we for can begin to write like people they know go school. See someone they say they get PhD. They still write foolish thing. Say they address the Southwest. No, maybe they address on say waiting. Maybe they address on say waiting. Maybe they address on say people from where? Southern Cameroon. That country don't be like that for 60 years. So now we get to go defend ourselves. We tell them, we make the well-made, say, nobody, we name that way, we get them. These people were lying. Now for we for go on the table, go talk. Wait till now the fear for talk. It tell some people they like made the war just continue. Now walk now so some people they fear. Some people they fear, they just fear, see they made the war continue. So if not so they no get money again. The war they get to go talk. Mateuna, the peace treaty get to take place. The agreement get to take place. If you no work, it will not be for favor, we go out. When I don't get to fear for talk, Mateuna. All Southern Cameroon are listening, I mean at the talk. When I don't get to fear for talk. If two people they fight, some man don't come for can't divide the fight. If they want the person want favor one side, the other person go talk say no, you know green, they go continue the fight. That's what it is. Someone not begin fear. Switzerland na probably run, na fear. Now when I want to say no, maybe we to run. I say it go easy for we forget some country where you go can help we again. It not be some small thing where we don't see them. Now God don't bless the people come up. Now we for take advantage. God take advantage. We take we country back from that table. Which one are the fear? How that one concern? Whether they call it Southwest, Northwest. Not be thing that for him before address ourselves now. Those things now on top table now go talk them. Whether they call we anything no, they think we use we name just call we say oh we na your own day. Yes. On a good table, go on the table, go tell them say these people are liars. This is not
Normally. Life matter. Forward, continue. Forward, move up.
Make I add my voice for it when Mula Winja talk. This very problem when Mula Winja they talk now, so the same problem I get yesterday for KMC for Kupem Wanenguba. Because Kupem Wanenguba supporters for Yabacho and the other groups, they stand the hail the Canadian talk. Say yeah, they don't now. They don't take a right step for at least for start something from nothing to something. But I can't tell them say wait till they talk and not be a right step but for a wrong direction because those people they go represent Ambazonians. First, they not get Ayabachona kidnapper. He get fighters being the fight. Yerima nobody know it. They not get nothing. John Bakoro will put himself, declare himself a leader of Skakuf. Where Skakuf no day again. John Bakoro no get one soldier for ground. Nobody know it. A self-imposed leader. So yesterday when I kick against what they talk, it become a quarrel between me and another lady. Where to an extent, it said they insult people, so you to get to insult me. But with the way Mulawenja they talk here, it be very, very truth. People where they go represent we for negotiation, they not get no impact for ground. Secondly, their character and their behavior, where they do within this period of negotiation or dialogue, where they go for Canada, and not show any signs that they represent some people, because you not go represent people, you go for dialogue. Which way you go for the dialogue, you not go tell the people you go represent, and you don't quiet. Till now, where Canadian government don't bring out letter. If Canadian government no will bring out letter, we know for no way to they go on for Canadian talk. So they go represent themselves or they go represent the Ambazonians. Now the question be that. And so when people that they come out that they heraldly talk, say, yeah, they do good, they do that. Yeah, one piece. One piece. But may the peace come for a genuine way and with agenda and people where they fight for the peace. May they represent we. We'll get Team Ambazonian, we'll get Team A. So if the Canadian talk a be genuine with agenda, Team A not for refusal, they know they go. And not for refusal, they know they go. So if some few individuals where they don't deny Swiss talk from day one, they say there's nothing like Swiss talk. They want their own peace talk, may not they lead them. Or make a come from different area or different country can stand as a mediator. They may they go there. A bit too shameful. A bit too shameful. And they make we at times a bit like we don't know what to do.
Forward, shake up, nine, hot up, backward, continue. Masani go, mami the follow. Masani go, mami the follow.
Make I add my voice for you.
I don't see and say the fight be a fight of personal interests. Now I don't know why fellow brothers, I don't know why some people they be like they don't be stigmatized or they be frightened when they hear a name they call them. How long for 60 years they don't call we Southwest, Northwest? Someone don't die. We don't know we name. We know so we Southern Cameroon, Ambazonian. Whether they call we wait to the governor for Boya, we be call we dogs. When I be go movie for Boya, they may not be governor. Why will not be go movie? Why will not be go movie? These people don't ride now. Wait till they know say it they at
like this, like that. Time, order, inward, continue, inward, move up.
So, Honorable the son or Comrade Jonathan, since you say make explain what the difference between a facilitator where Canada is there now and an official mediator where would they say make Canada a step up and take that responsibility. Now say what we they now on the table now a proposal table to the Canadian officials unofficially by John Gute representing the government of La République, where it is seek for talk with Ambazonian factions for the proposed agenda where it get them as to wait way it thinks say if it be a peaceful way for solve the war or crisis. In this case, Canada get no official responsibility, be mandated for hold somebody accountable or for take some extended action if something it can happen like it happen for Switzerland.
We have to make our simple prayers. We have to make our simple prayers. all these leaders to show that we praise it. We have to make ourselves. What says you, madam? We have to make our.
Fellow Southern Cameroon, greetings for everybody. Today na Saturday. I know today so time different already for some other places and but I just made me a commot try for give small analysis for which way I see it go on. Yeah, immediately yesterday the way the Canadian they send them out. Yesterday, immediately they send that information out. In short, that we get anger way, they say you feel broke one and a 2 war. If you jump 2 war, bring them for down. But as I be read them, time and again, it become down. I will just get one thing because wait see after the Siam, I will get a retrospect and wait till God be telling us wait we wrestle not against flesh and blood but against principality and power. Southern Cameroon don't be free in the realm of the spirit and it will come physically. Now we go bring La Republique for that table for mediation. Now we Southern Cameroon we go bring them for that table. I be read this information. The anger be the already bring now wisdom for me because after I be read this information, plenty things and become for me. Because now we get for change the narrative for the international body, whether be it Canada, where they toss they mediate, nor La République du Cameroon, where they pretend for the Canada. Now we get for change the narrative. For change that narrative, now wait see. I go summarize this information, fellow Ambazonian. More not see what's really happen. More see na the future. Would one take back land? More understand say La République they take billions every day out of Ambazonian. The former British Southern Cameroon. Where today Canada they belittle a people. Say northwest and southwest. The anger way there for we. Now wait we will get for right the wrong of the past. Now the future this will did it. Now, no na for we for overtalk. Now for we for show them. Now for we for right back. Will make America no sweaty. Will be former British Southern Cameroon today.
Very simple. We have to make our simple prayers. To show that we thank God, to show that we praise it, we have to make ourselves up there. The sign of the cross.